Seated. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. With the blessing of our Gurus, Namaskar and a very, very good afternoon to one and all who's present here. It's a matter of honor that today with us we have Honorable Minister of Communications, Railways, Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें. With us today we have Honorable Minister of State for Communications, Government of India, Shri Devasin Chauhan ji. Secretary Telecom, Shri K. Rajaraman ji. Dr. Kumar Sivarajan, CTO Tejas Networks and member Bharat 6G Alliance. Shri Rajesh Kumar Pathak ji, DDG IC and Bharat 6G Mission Head. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें. And with us we have today senior officers from ministries, departments, the champions of the industries, academia, innovators and creators. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. A very, very warm welcome to all of you on this very special occasion. As we all know that India has been undergoing a transformational journey over the past few years. If we specifically talk about last 10 years, we've seen massive changes. The three mantras have been the guiding force for all of us. That is Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is the self-reliant India. Jai Anusandhan, that is the push for research and innovation. And Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, that is together for everyone's growth with everyone's trust, as I've mentioned, has been a guiding force for all of us. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, let us officially begin today's event. I request Dr. Kumar Sivarajan to kindly felicitate Honorable Minister of Communications, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Requesting Professor Kiran Kuchi ji to kindly felicitate Honorable Minister of Communications, Shri Devasin Chauhan ji. Zordar taaliyan. I also request Dr. P. Hanumant Rao ji to kindly felicitate Shri K. Rajaraman ji. जोरदार तालियां. Thank you so much, and once again a very, very warm welcome. Let us proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony. Let us together move towards the light. Let us together move towards the light of knowledge. Requesting all the dignitaries to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. Asato ma sadigamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Let us all together be present in this moment with our spirits. Together grow towards this light of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about the developments in the communication sector, the communication technology, as we all know, is ever evolving. The generation changes after every 10 years. In fact, 10 years is also a huge number that I've just mentioned. These technological advancements will impact not just the user experience, but also transform the economies and lives everywhere. India has achieved a tremendous growth in its telecom sector in the last few years. The transformational telecom journey of India has been stupendous in the last few years. Today, India is taking a step forward in furthering the digital footprint globally. It's the matter of immense pride for the nation that today we will be witnessing the launch of Bharat 6G Alliance. I think this deserves a huge round of applause. We will also acknowledge the ideas of telecom innovators, followed by their felicitation. The Bharat 6G Alliance is an alliance of public and private industry, academia, national research institution, standards organization. The alliance builds upon the 6G vision released by Honorable Prime Minister in March 2023, promoting research and innovations in the 6G domain and other emerging technologies. At the current pace of digitization and digitalization, you all will be shocked to know that it is estimated that India's digital economy has the potential to reach $1 trillion by 2025. On this note, I now request Shri Rajesh Kumar Pathak ji, DDG IC, to kindly approach the podium for the welcome address. Please welcome, sir, with a round of applause.
Thank you. Namaste, sir. सभी लोगों को नमस्कार. So basically, I would like to warm welcome to this grand launch of Bharat 6G Alliance and facilitation of more than 75 innovators. Basically, they are the innovators who has been developed 4G, 5G, and they aspire to develop even 6G. Sir, I feel humble and am privileged to welcome Honorable Minister of Communications, Electronics and IT and Railway. Sir, I will say, sir, you have been the torch bearer in innovations and technology development, sir. Under your guidance only, I think we have been able to make India a technology leader and provider. Otherwise, I think we have been writing this in our national telecom policies, but we are unable to achieve in so many years, sir. So I think, sir, it credit goes to you. So welcome you, sir. Honorable Minister of State for Communications, Sri Drevu Singh Chauhan, sir. Thanks for your guidance and your push for startups and boosting the manufacturing ecosystem within the country. Sir has been, I think, one of the person who will be always doing the review of startups and PLI. Sri K. Rajaraman, sir, Secretary Telecom. Sir will be your sir's new initiatives. Actually, sir has brought a new culture in entire DOT. So leadership by example itself, sir has brought entire, one can say, whole of the government approach within the DOT itself. It's a reality. So I think, sir, we are very much doing our hard work to just follow your instructions, sir. And it's not any individual officer, but entire department, attached offices and all, sir. So welcome seniors. I see a lot of captains of industry and more important startups who has brought us together here and who are developing not just 5G and beyond technology, but also they created, we call it 4G, 5G India stack. So they will be the guiding force for making us technology provider. So it's basically as far as this 6G is concerned, so 6G is a vision based on affordability, sustainability and equity. These were three foundations of our vision statement, sir. And with under your guidance, we have been able to make them part of the IMT 2030. So they are already a part of that, sir, and I think we'll be working to achieve it. With this, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the esteemed guests present here today, media as well as industry, and more important, sir, I have here 15 founding members of Bharat 6G Alliance. They have come together, and today being the Guru Purnima, so it can't be more auspicious day than to a Guru Purnima to announce this, sir. So I am really grateful to all present here, sir, and you, sir. With this, I think I would like to thank everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead, I now request Secretary Telecom Shri K. Rajaramanji to address the gathering and set the tone for today's discussion. Please welcome him with a round of applause.
Honorable Union Minister for Communication, Electronics, IT, Railways, Honorable Union Minister of State for Communications, Shri Patak, the senior officers from DOT, the innovation champions from across the country in telecom and other allied sectors, the founding members of Bharat 60 Alliance and the other friends and members of the press. Good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed a proud privilege to be part of this auspicious occasion on the of launch of the Bharat 6G Alliance by the Honorable Minister for Communication. It's been just a few months from the launch of the 6G vision document by the Honorable Prime Minister. A lot of very exciting research is happening across the country in research institutions, in government labs, in startups and other R&D arms of the industry, in 4G, in 5G advanced, in 6G, optical communications, in quantum, and so many other very state-of-the-art areas of communication. It's very important that India makes its presence felt in each of these sectors because of the strategic importance of communications. Honorable Prime Minister had launched this omnibus program of Atmanirbhar Bharat in 2020, and it has really taken root in all the sectors. And communications, we have done a lot of work, especially by ensuring that innovation within the country is supported, facilitated, and encouraged. So the support for innovation comes in various forms. I mean, it is just not enough that we just fund research. It also has to find place in the form of support for market access, support for enabling them to participate in global standards making, and so on and so forth. So unless Indian industry is present in all these dimensions of standards making, of innovation in developing new patents, and also in producing products for the country, I'm sure that the presence would be incomplete. So from that perspective, I think the support that the government has extended by launch of the Technology Development Fund. Honorable Minister for Communication had launched the Telecom Technology Development Fund sometime during the IMC, so last year. So this is within a short span of nearly about 6 to 7 months. I think we have been able to attract a lot of very important proposals from various sections of the industry. So, and not only that, I think 2 test beds, both in advanced optical communications as well as in terahertz communications, have been launched, and they have actually the work has actually started. So it is very important that from India's strategic perspective, that the process of actually developing original technology in the country should be given great importance. So from this perspective also, several years ago, I think in 2018, the Government of India supported the industry in launching what is known as the Telecom Standards Development Society of India, India's standard development organization. So this organization has played a very important role, and in terms of developing creating that synergy within the industry and academia by bringing people together in the form of working groups and developing the next range of standards. So it is not only enough that the research turns into patent, but also these patents need to become or post for being part of some cutting edge product. So this requires a lot of work, and it's a collective work of all the industry and academia and the government together that makes it happen. The work that the government has done in enabling the patents filed under the 5GI group to become part of the release 17 of the 3GPP standards for mobile communications is something which was a big step forward. And I must really congratulate the researchers and the academic institutions which were part of this in enabling this happen. So this is just the beginning. So essentially, I think this work has to multiply several fold if we are able to make an impact in the global canvas. So it's very important that more work needs to be done, more researchers emerge, more innovators emerge, and we all work together. I mean, I think instead of working in very unconnected spaces or as unconnected dots. So this task of coordinating, connecting, and integrating all of the work is what probably the Bharat 60 Alliance should do in enabling India's presence being felt in the global telecommunications map. I would also take this opportunity to congratulate all the startups who are here, who are doing fantastic work in terms of developing technology despite the very difficult conditions. Obviously, one can't understand the journey of a startup unless one is part of a startup itself. I can well imagine. I mean, I think managing technology, managing cash flows, trying to find new markets, all this is extremely challenging. I mean, I can well imagine that. I think I've been hearing only accounts. So from that perspective, you are the startups who are present in this room and probably outside are the real champions of this country who are taking it head on and facing the full brunt of the uncertainties of the market with all your technical skills. So we in the Government of India are very, the Honorable Minister of Communication has been extremely gracious in his directions to enable this kind of support to come forth. Similarly, the Minister of State for Communication also has been very frequently meeting, reviewing, and giving guidance as to how this kind of support should be shaped. So with all these efforts, I'm sure that a lot of winners will emerge finally. I think we already see a lot of winners emerging in the form of products which are being tested in various parts. And I should also also mention that industry, especially the telecom service providers, need to become the platforms where all these innovators can thrive. So here I think I would thank the BSNL CMD for having provided a good platform for proof of concept. A lot of equipment are getting tested in the live networks, probably in certain sandboxes, etc. So I'm sure that Airtel, Jio, and other telecom service providers also are providing such a platform. But we need to expand this. We should provide a very welcoming and a very positive atmosphere for startups to try and test their new age equipment, and that requires a lot of support. I think some amount of time, effort, and money has to be spent by the telecom service providers. And Atmanirbhar Bharat is a difficult task to be undertaken unless each of us contribute in some way or the other. This is going to be a very difficult path ahead. So from that perspective, I would entreat all the telecom service providers who are present here also to open up a part of their networks for such kind of live testing. So with these few words, I will once again extend my hearty congratulations to all the winners of all these grants and look forward to the launch of the 6G mission by the Honorable Minister. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the overview of the whole day. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that in the growth of any nation, innovation plays a very important role. As it gives me immense pleasure to tell you all that India is emerging out as a startup capital in the world. These startups have played a very important role in achieving the aim of Digital India. These startups initiatives were launched in the past few years to promote innovation in the Indian telecom sector. All this have only been possible because of hard work and dedication of our innovators, our startups, academia and industry who have championed in development of technology and made us proud with technology telecom stacks. Today, we shall be felicitating these innovators who are the drivers of excellence in the telecom industry. May I please request Honorable Ministers Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji and Shri Devasin Chauhan ji to kindly launch a short film on drivers of excellence in telecom by pressing the remote button.
Today's world is connected more than ever. And the telecom industry plays a significant role in this digital era. The telecom sector has been instrumental in building a digitally empowered society across India's socio-economic verticals, envisaging Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision of Digital India. Innovation in telecom by entrepreneurs and startups is opening up new opportunities for growth of India's digital economy. Today, India has its own 4G and 5G telecom stacks. The government has taken several initiatives to support design, development of products and applications through Digital Communication Innovation Square, DCIS scheme, Indigenous 5G Test Bed, Collaborative Research Program of C.Dot, Organizing 5G Hackathon, Production-Linked Incentive Scheme for promoting design-led manufacturing, setting up of 100 5G use case labs, creating of Telecom Technology Development Fund. Through all these schemes, more than 300 innovators have been approved with an outlay of 1,000 crore rupees. Several national champions of telecom sector like Tejas Networks, VVDN, Signaltran, Niral Networks, Astromi, etc. are a result of government's R&D support. India is now poised to develop the next generation of technologies like 6G. As India continues its remarkable journey towards becoming innovator, Atmanirbhar in telecom technology, the telecom industry will remain a pivotal enabler, playing a vital role in building a more connected, innovative and digitally empowered society. Together, let's connect, innovate, transform.
जय जवान, जय किसान, जय विज्ञान, जय अनुसंधान।
And we are developing on this motto of Jai Anusandhan, the push for research and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, the government has several initiatives to support and the design, the development of products and solutions and applications through Digital Communication Innovation Square, that is DCIS scheme, creating of Telecom Technology Development Fund, collaborative research program of C.Dot, and organizing 5G hackathon. It is the time that we honor our innovators. I invite DCIS and TTDF winners of 2023 in a group of 15. The names will be displayed on the screen. Before they arrive, can we have a huge round of applause for all the innovators? All the names I'll be announcing. Amantya Technologies Private Limited. Please, one by one, come on the dais and join us on the dais, and requesting you all to kindly give an applause for all the innovators. Arishti Info Labs. Arover Innovations Private Limited. Kindly join us on the dais. Artificial Learning Systems India Private Limited. जोरदार तालियां सभी इनोवेटर्स के लिए. Please join us on the dais. Autosys Industrial Solutions Private Limited. Ayati Devices Private Limited. Banyan Intelligence Private Limited. Barryflow Labs Private Limited. Benlicos Private Limited. जोरदार तालियां सभी के लिए. Chip Spirit Technologies Private Limited. Simware Private Limited. Coral Telecom Limited. Coratia Technologies Private Limited. DigiGrid Technologies Private Limited. And DNN Wireless Technologies to kindly come on the dais for the group picture. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं. I request the next 15 set to be ready. DSP Works Automation and Wireless Network Solutions Private Limited. Echelon Edge Private Limited. Requesting the next set to kindly join us near the dais. Enhanced Communication Technologies Private Limited. Finara Technologies Private Limited, Jigyasa Wireless Private Limited. Kindly join us near the dais. 12 Sage Technologies Private Limited. These are the drivers of excellence in the telecom industry, and they deserve a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thanking you all for your hard work and dedication. Moving to the next set. Kindly join us on the dais. Inaugural Technologies Private Limited, Invincible Networks Private Limited, Keshav Yathindra Infotech Research Private Limited, Critical Tech Private Limited, Cruxworks Technologies Private Limited, Lekha Wireless Solutions Private Limited, Livinsense Technologies Private Limited, Matrix Shell Technologies Private Limited, and MC Labs Private Limited. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं मंच पे उपस्थित सभी इनोवेटर्स के लिए. Congratulations and gratitude to all of you for your hard work. Calling upon the next set of awards. Thank you, all of you. The next innovators in the list: Medara Healthcare Technologies Private Limited, Mem Smart Private Limited, Menthosa Solutions Private Limited, Neelgrieve Systems Private Limited, Nibia Devices Private Limited, Needle Networks Private Limited, Optimus Logic Systems India Private Limited, OPTM Media Solutions Private Limited, Prophase Technologies Private Limited, QPI India Private Limited, Quanfluence Private Limited, Resonance Technologies Private Limited, Salsit Technologies Private Limited, Skytail Alpha Private Limited, and SenseGIS Technologies Private Limited. Requesting the innovators to join us on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for all our innovators, the drivers of success. Thank you. Moving ahead, the next innovators I would like to invite: Signal Chip Innovations Private Limited, Signaltron Systems Private Limited, SMPS Electric Control Private Limited, Sukta Consulting Private Limited, Star Brew Tech Systems Private Limited, Superceuticals Private Limited, SuperQ Technologies India Private Limited, Tex XR Innovations Private Limited, Telperium Labs, Terminus Circuits Private Limited, Triacle Technologies Private Limited, U4U Sociotech Private Limited, Ushwa Clean Technologies Private Limited, Vehicles Tech Private Limited, and Vastbeam Private Limited. जोरदार तालियां मंच पे उपस्थित सभी इनोवेटर्स के लिए. Round of applause for the drivers of excellence in the telecom sector. Thank you so much. Thank you. Moving ahead with the next set of innovators: Vyom Digital Services Private Limited, Webify IoT Private Limited, Wireless for Scale Laboratory Private Limited, Wyzig Networks Private Limited, Xovian Aerospace Private Limited, Zodhya Technologies Private Limited, Society for Applied Microwave Electronics Engineering and Research Samir, CSIR, National Physical Laboratory, Simware Private Limited, Chipspirit Technologies Private Limited, Astrom Technologies Private Limited, Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for all the innovators on the dais? Congratulations and thank you once again. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी का. Moving towards the next set of innovators, IIT Roorkee, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Indore, and IIT Madras. Requesting to kindly join us on the dais. These are the innovators which are bringing forth the dream of digital India into reality, materializing the motto of Jai Anusandhan for all of us, for a better nation, for a more digitally equipped nation. These labs will greatly benefit the stakeholders of local telecom ecosystem and deserves a huge round of applause. Thank you once again and congratulations. Kindly take your seats. Once again, a huge congratulations and gratitude for the hard work and dedication that you've been showing for the development of the nation, to materializing the dream of digital India. We are really proud of you, and once again, can we have a huge round of applause for all the innovators, the drivers of excellence in the telecom industry. Moving ahead, now we will have the exchange of agreements for TTDF projects on 6G terahertz testbed with orbital angular momentum and multiplexing. This agreement will be between CDOT and Samir. I request Shri R.K. Upadhyay ji, CEO CDOT, and DG Samir Shri Hanumant Rao ji to kindly join us on the dais for the exchange of these agreements. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause on the dais. The exchange of agreements on 6G terahertz testbed with orbital angular momentum and multiplexing. Samir is the project lead with other consortium members as IIT Madras, IIT Patna, and IIT Guwahati. I also request Honorable Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji to present the certificate for award of grant of rupees 70.56 crores to Samir Mumbai. Zordar taaliyon ke saath. Let us register this moment together. The grant of 70.56 crores to Samir Mumbai. I request CEO CDOT Shri Upadhyay ji to kindly be on the dais, requesting you all to kindly take your seats. Moving for the next agreement on advanced optical communication test bed between CDOT and IIT Madras. I would like to invite Professor Deepa Venkatesh, IIT Madras, to kindly join us on the dais for the exchange of agreements on advanced optical communications test bed. For this project, IIT Madras is the project lead and there are other 9 consortium members. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the exchange of agreement on advanced optical communications testbed. Once again, requesting Honorable Minister Sir Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji to kindly present the certificate for award of grant of rupees 169.95 crores to IIT Madras. You heard it right, it is 169.95 crores to IIT Madras for advanced optical communications testbed. Congratulations. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the time we all have been waiting for. It is the time for the launch of the Bharat 6G Alliance. For sharing the vision, mission and strategy of Bharat 6G, who would be better than the chairman of Bharat 6G Alliance himself? But as we all know that the world has become digital, we are connected with people through a digital platform. So I request Shri N.G. Subramaniam, who will be joining us over a video call to give his presentation on Bharat 6G Alliance.
Namaskar. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, very much audible. Please continue.
Thank you, Shri Pathak ji. Honorable Minister for Communications, Railways, IT and Electronics, Shri Vaishnav ji. Minister of State for Communication, Shri Dev Singh Chauhan ji. Shri Rajaraman ji. And the dignitaries of the dais, my industry colleagues, and members of the media. It's an absolute privilege, an honor to be part of this milestone event, the launch of Bharat 6G Alliance. We got the idea of launching something like this as we deliberated on the topic of the Technology Innovation Group for 6G, which was launched again by the Honorable Minister a year ago. And since then, the thought of bringing some of the industry colleagues together to see how we can advance the agenda of 6G has been moving around in our day-to-day conversations wherever we have been going. And Bharat 6G Alliance is an industry-led body. And what we are trying to do is continue our research in the area of coverage, capacity, and experience on one hand. But then we all recognize that the application of 6G for the benefit of society and societal needs is going to take center stage as 6G is going to be rolled out. So there comes the concept of Bharat 6G Alliance. The primary goal is to realize the vision that has been launched as Bharat 6G Vision by the Honorable Prime Minister earlier in the year. So B66GA is going to bring public, private companies, academic institutions, research institutions, and other standard development organizations together with a view to promote collaborative research to advance the field of mobile telephony and mobile communications. The key thing here is recognizing the fact that the network is going to be a lot more disaggregated. The network is going to be a lot more software driven and a lot more intelligent. With AI, ML, and applications related and having AI, ML in the center is going to be driving the network and its usage for the benefit of the consumers, industry, and society alike. So there is a lot of original work that needs to be done. And it is very pleasing to see a number of startup companies and innovators who some of them have been recognized in the forum today, have come together to the larger cause of making 6G more beneficial and responsible as well. On that note, I think, there is a lot of priority areas that we had come up with in our initial discussions. By no means that this is the limiting factor, but clearly health, education, the technology aspects of it, how entertainment is going to be consumed. These are primary focus areas, while we will go beyond them to the field of agriculture, weather predictions, pandemic and public safety, and how do we increase the yield and productivity in everything that we do, whether it is agriculture, storage, distribution, supply chain, inventory management, warehousing, and the like. So the whole lot of standards need to be evolved, leveraging the 5G technology by leveraging the speed, the latency, and related factors of the network to deliver a hugely differentiated experience to being an inclusive India, to being the digital power reaching the nooks and corners of India, leveraging the expertise that is available anywhere in India or around the world. So, Honorable Minister, we would like to take this opportunity to reaffirm the collaborative spirit with which the industry is coming together in the Bharat 6G Alliance, and we will not let you down, sir. The Bharat 6G Alliance itself is being conceptualized as one of the action items of the TIG 6G innovation work that we all did. And as a result of this, the 6G Apex Council is formed. And under the Apex Council, the Bharat 6G Alliance will effectively function with the general body and the governing council. And there are several working groups are in the making, and the opportunity to form expert committees and coalitions with other standards development organizations or other 6G research organizations across the world. The key thing is to see how do we collaborate with each other in advancing the 6G agenda for realizing the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam vision of the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji. There are a number of key areas that we have identified. Several things are work in progress, and I will not go into the details in the interest of time. But suffice to say that the Bharat 6G Alliance will be an industry-led initiative, and we are looking to have members across the industry and various segments. And we have looked at it from a perspective of corporate members. They are companies incorporated, registered, and headquartered in India, academic institutions, and the like. And there are affiliate members who are typically foreign companies who are incorporated, registered in India, and associate members who are not present in India, but they very much would like to be part of such an alliance, and experts and guest members. And there is a set of rules and regulations that we have formed. The initial set of about 16 founding members are here, and I am simply honored and humbled to be chairing this particular initiative in the initial stages and continue to look forward to contribute and realize the Bharat 6G vision. And I want to once again thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, how easy things have become for us. We talk about studies, we talk about office work. Everything is so much digital equipped, and that is the need of the hour. 6G Alliance is the need of the hour. And taking this moment, it is the moment that we launch the Bharat 6G Alliance website, and I request Honorable Minister Shri Ashnavi Vaishnavji and Shri Devasan Chauhanji to kindly launch the Bharat 6G Alliance website by pressing the remote. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And I also request the founding members of Bharat 6G Alliance to kindly come on the dais and join us at this very special moment. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Please display the name here, the name on the dashboard. No, sir, I think I have given them. So, I request Mr. Yeah.
I request Mr. Jagbir Singh Ji, CTO Vodafone Idea, kindly join us on the dais. Requesting Dr. Rajkumar Upadhyay, CEO CDOT, to kindly join us on the dais. Dr. P. Hanumanta Rao, DG Samir. Professor Kiran Kuchi, CEO WISEG. Mr. Ramu TS, CEO Lekha Wireless. Dr. Kumar N. Sivarajan, CTO Tejas Networks. Mr. Himanshu Taliya, Mr. Himanshu Khasnis, CEO Signal Chip. Mr. Puneet Agrawal, CEO VVDN. Mr. Raghuveer BK, CEO Niveti Systems. Mr. Jagdish Mitra, CSO Tech Mahindra. And DOT's Bharat 6G Mission Head. Let us have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Zordar Taliyan for the launch of Bharat 6G Alliance, a turning point for the digital development of the nation. Congratulating to all of you for this very special, very precious moment, I would say. Thank you. And I hope this launch will bring a lot of changes in our lives as well as in our economies. Once again, congratulations to all of you. Moving ahead, I now request our Honorable Minister of State for Communications, Shri Devasan Chauhanji, to kindly approach the podium for a special address. जोरदार तालियों के साथ मंच पे स्वागत करें.
सबको नमस्कार. नूतन भारत के अति महत्व का प्रोग्राम भारत 6G अलायंस लॉन्चिंग प्रोग्राम में आज मंचासीन हम सब के मार्गदर्शक, भारत के दृढ़ संकल्पी कृत निश्चयी मंत्री आदरणीय श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, माननीय रेल संचार इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्री श्री, सेक्रेटरी टेलीकॉम श्री राजा रमन जी, टीसीएस के सीईओ जो अभी वीसी से हम सबके साथ जुड़े हैं श्री सुब्रमण्यम जी, सीटीओ तेजस डॉक्टर कुमार शिवराजन जी, श्री पाठक जी, मेरे सन्मुख उपस्थित आप सब एकेडमिया तथा इंडस्ट्री से आए डिग्निटरीज, टेलीकॉम के सभी अधिकारीगण, मीडिया के मेरे साथी, देवियों और सज्जनों, आज पूरे वर्ल्ड में भारत को ब्राइट स्पॉट कहा जाता है। जब इकोनॉमी की बात चल रही है तो आने वाले समय में भारत की इकोनॉमी को देखते हुए सब भारत को एक ब्राइट स्पॉट कहते हैं, तब उन भारत की ब्राइट स्पॉट की इकोनॉमी में अगर ब्राइटेस्ट स्पॉट कोई है तो हमारा टेलीकॉम है। और टेलीकॉम को ब्राइटेस्ट स्पॉट बनाने वाले आज इस हॉल में उपस्थित है, यहाँ से लेकर और IITN तक। एक तरीके से सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं आज यूनिवर्सिटी है, एकेडमिया है, स्टार्टअप्स है, इंडस्ट्रीज है, हर तरह के हमारे देश के गणमान्य लीडिंग करने वाले, देश को नई दिशा देने वाले आप सब आज जब हॉल में उपस्थित हैं, तब देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री, विश्व के सर्वाधिक लोकप्रिय नेता, अगर वो US जाते हैं और US में जाके AI की बात करते हैं, तब वो AI अमेरिका, इंडिया के साथ जो टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफ़र हो रहा है, जो इन्वेस्टमेंट आ रहा है, उसका अगर किसी को लाभ मिल सकता है तो इस हॉल में बैठे हुए हम सबको मिल सकता है। ये बदलते भारत की तस्वीर है। और इस समय कोई भी सरकार आए, आदरणीय मोदी जी ने हमें विज़न दिया, लेकिन विज़न के बाद पॉलिसी बनाना, उस पॉलिसी को इम्प्लीमेंट करना, और इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद जो आज हम देख रहे हैं इस देश में, जो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक परिवर्तन में टेलीकॉम जो रोल कर रहा है, वो तब तक संभव नहीं होता तब जब तक हमारे पास हमारे सीनियर कैबिनेट मंत्री आदरणीय अश्विनी वैष्णव जी नहीं होते। तो आज जो रिफॉर्म्स हुए हैं इस विभाग में, जो सिटीजन सेंट्रिक रिफॉर्म्स हुए हैं, जो इंडस्ट्री सेंट्रिक रिफॉर्म हुए हैं, सर मैं आपकी प्रशंसा नहीं कर रहा हूँ, जो स्वभावगत मेरा ये है कि मैं जो दिल में आता हूँ बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि हमने देखा है कि जब हम 5G ऑक्शन की बात कर रहे थे तब ओनली मात्र 42 दिनों में, 42 डेज में 5G ऑक्शन का 1.5 लाख का अगर ऑक्शन ट्रांसपेरेंटली सरकार के पास आता है तो वो इसका क्रेडिट आपको जाता है, आपकी मेहनत के कारण हुआ। और सरकार ने भी, सिन्हा जी आपका भी रोल है सरकार का रोल होता है फैसिलिटेट करना। और जब मैं PLI देखता हूँ, तुली जी, एक भटनागर जी और सब इंडस्ट्रीज़ के कहीं आते हैं, जब 32 इंडस्ट्री के लोग जब PLI में MSME और ये सब जुड़े, तब उन्होंने कुछ प्रस्ताव रखा कि पहले तो 1 साल का एक्सटेंशन दिया जाए, फिर ये भी प्रस्ताव आया कि R&D के लिए हमें पैसा दिया जाए। तो हर तरीके से एक इंडस्ट्री सेंट्रिक माहौल इससे पहले इस देश में कभी नहीं था, जो देश के प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय मोदी जी के वक्त में हम सब महसूस कर रहे हैं। पहले ये कभी नहीं था। ये टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट फंड कभी कोई सोच नहीं सकता था। PLI में भी, R&D में PLI, और जो भी आने वाले समय में जो आप मांगेंगे, हमारे मंत्री साहब बैठे हैं, आपके लिए बैठेंगे। आज जो अवॉर्डी हैं उन्होंने भी पूरा डेडिकेशन, हार्ड वर्क किया है, तब जाके हम 6G तक आए हैं। हमने आत्मनिर्भर भारत में 4G बना लिए, 5G बना लिए। अब ये 6G जब हम डेवलप करेंगे, डिज़ाइन करेंगे, उसको वर्ल्ड लेवल पे करेंगे, तब उसका ITU 3GPP के साथ स्टैंडर्डाइज होना, तो ये केवल सरकार की एकमात्र इच्छा से नहीं होता है, जब तक आप उसमें अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन न करें। और इसी दिशा में 6G अलायंस, इसी दिशा में सोसाइटी काम करेगी। इसी दिशा में आने वाले समय में जब आप सबकी मेहनत से, सरकार की मंशा से, विज़न से हम जब ये काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये हम सब जानते हैं कि आज 5G रोल आउट वर्ल्ड में फास्टेस्ट रोल आउट अगर किसी ने किया हो, 2.70 लाख साइट्स केवल 9 महीने में किया हो तो भारत ने करके दिखाया है। ये पूरे वर्ल्ड में फास्टेस्ट है। और शायद हो सकता है 5G में 4G में हम पीछे रहें, लेकिन आज 6G अलायंस के इस मौके पे मुझे पूरा भरोसा है, विश्वास है, आदरणीय मंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में, आदरणीय प्रधान जी मंत्री के मार्गदर्शन में हम 6G में वर्ल्ड में लीड करेंगे। और यही शुभकामना के साथ मेरी बात को समाप्त करता हूं। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Certainly, ladies and gentlemen, the nation leads when we have such visionary leaders with us. Can we have a huge round of applause once again? And now we are talking about the visionary leaders. I now request Honorable Minister of Communications, Shri Ashnavi Vaishnav ji, for the keynote address. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें।
माननीय श्री देवू सिंह जी चौहान साहब के फुल ऑफ एनर्जी 6G एनर्जी के भाषण के बाद में मुझे लगता है कि मैं कैसे बोलूं, क्या बोलूं। आपने इतना हाई स्टैंडर्ड सेट कर देते हैं भाषण का कि बाकी सबको ऑनरेबल MOS श्री देवू सिंह चौहान जी, माय वेरी learned secretary श्री राजा रमन जी, all the friends on the dais, off the dais, friends from the industry, friends from academia. I wish you all on this Guru Purnima Utsav today. It's a very auspicious occasion. People like us, for whom knowledge has been the most important aspiration in life, knowledge has been one of those, the only way by which you can come up in this world. For people like us, today's day is a very, very important day. So I wish you all my best wishes on the auspicious Guru Purnima. Friends, I'll take about 20 minutes today. Normally I speak less, but today I'll try to cover so many things because this is also the time when we have completed 9 years of our government. Our Prime Minister's 9 years of governance have transformed the telecom sector. So this is the time when we should try and recap what has been done in the 9 years. I'll begin with that. Then I'll touch a bit on some other things and try to kind of sum up the entire sector's achievements in 4-5 minutes. In the last 9 years, the telecom sector has been transformed, totally transformed from a sector which was always full of litigations, full of all kinds of legacy issues, full of variety of discourses which were not healthy discourses. From there, we are today a very, very healthy sector, sunrise sector, a sector in which all of you are focusing on innovation, all of you are working about investment, all of you are looking at growing the sector more. Lots of things have resulted in this. A very proactive governance by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, his clear vision, his crystal clear direction to the department, despite all the challenges from the legal and judicial point of view, today we are in a position when we have left all those things behind and we are able to think of the sector going forward. Many structural reforms have happened, many procedural reforms have happened. The results are in front of all of us. What used to take sometimes months is now happening in sometimes few seconds, and most of the times within few days. That is a big change. That's a very, very big change. The whole world is looking at the India's telecom sector as if, okay, this is the sector to be followed. This is the way we should also be doing development of our sector in our country. अभी recently एक अमेरिकन कंपनी के CEO ने ट्वीट किया था, मैं नाम नहीं लूँगा, उन्होंने कहा था कि जिस तरह से इंडिया डेवलप कर रहा है टेक्नोलॉजी, अपने देश को भी ऐसे ही टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप करनी चाहिए. Our government should also basically follow the same path that India is following. इस तरह का माइंडसेट, इस तरह का परसेप्शन चेंज अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है. That's one very big achievement of the 9 years. FDI अगर हम बात करें इन सब रिफॉर्म्स का रिजल्ट अगर हम एक साधारण परिवार के लिए देखें, डेटा कॉस्ट 300 GB से 300 रुपीज़ पर GB से 10 रुपये पर GB पे आई है. कहाँ 300 रुपीज़ पर GB थी, आज 10 रुपीज़ पर GB. ROW की परमिशंस में जो 230 डेज लगता था, आज वो एवरेज 9 डेज है. एक एक करके किसी भी सेक्टर में टोटल BTSs करीब 6,25,000 थे, आज करीब करीब 25 लाख है. इट्स ए ह्यूज चेंज, ऑलमोस्ट 4 टाइम्स जंप इन द कवरेज. इंटरनेट यूजर्स करीब 25 करोड़ थे, आज 85-90 करोड़ के आसपास इंटरनेट यूजर्स है. FDI बहुत ही लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में आता था इंडिया में. नाउ FDI इज क्लोज टू $24 बिलियन फ्रॉम 14 to 23. द स्पेक्ट्रम ऑक्शन 5G, जैसा मिनिस्टर साहब ने कहा, 1.5 लाख करोड़ स्पेक्ट्रम ऑक्शन से मिला. और एक एलोकेशन जो मिला वो भी रिकॉर्ड टाइम में 24 घंटे के अंदर अंदर स्पेक्ट्रम का एलोकेशन मिला, जिसमें पहले कई महीने लग जाते थे. 5G के डिप्लॉयमेंट में इंडस्ट्री ने करीब करीब 2 लाख करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है. 2,25,000 करोड़ का टोटल करीब इन्वेस्टमेंट किया. इट्स ए ह्यूज इन्वेस्टमेंट. और सबसे बड़ी बात, इंडिया टेलीकॉम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डेस्टिनेशन की तरह से निकल के आया है, जो कभी सोचा भी नहीं जा सकता था कि इंडिया विल एवर बिकम अ एक्सपोर्टर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज ऑल अलोंग वी हैव बीन कंज्यूमर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, ऑल अलोंग वी हैव बीन इंपोर्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी, but now we are an exporter of technology. We are manufacturers, we are designers, and we are getting a lot of confidence, lot of support from the world. Today we are exporting to about 12 countries, including USA. That's a very big achievement of the last 9 years. Our 4G footprint is close to 99% of the country, and whatever balance is left, Prime Minister has approved about 38,000 crore rupees for taking the 4G footprint to 100% of the country. That's a huge change in the way telecom services used to be rolled out. I remember there were some professors and there were some commentators जिनका काम ही यही होता था कि टेले डेंसिटी कभी हो ही नहीं सकती, कभी, मतलब एक ऐसा नैरेटिव बनाते थे कि टेलीकॉम सर्विसेज तो रूरल एरियाज़ में कभी पहुंच ही नहीं सकती. इस तरह का नैरेटिव बनाते थे. आज 4G 99% पहुंच चुका है और 5G almost 270,000 towers and almost at the rate of 1 tower a minute, 5G is going live. So in a sense, today we are among the top 3 ecosystems of 5G in the entire world. Except a couple of countries, everybody else is left behind in the last 9 months. So that's a huge achievement for the entire country, and all of you deserve full credit for it, that all of you realized our Prime Minister's vision, you worked very hard, and together we achieved something which was unthinkable. इन सब चेंजेस में जो सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट मिला है वो मिला है देश के साधारण नागरिकों को. आज डिजिटल इंडिया की रीच, डिजिटल इंडिया की पहुंच देश के कोने कोने में हो गई है. द होल वर्ल्ड इज राइटिंग अबाउट and trying to copy and emulate what we have been able to achieve in the digital India. Today, even in the smallest pocket, remotest pocket of the country, people use digital payments. And a country as technologically advanced as Japan has decided to kind of work with us for having a similar payment system as India has created. That's the change which has been made during the last 9 years. So it's a very important milestone in our country, and all this was possible because our Prime Minister has a very clear vision about technology. Just a few months back, he launched the 6G vision document. He gave us a target that 2G, 3G were very different type of days. Forget those days. 4G, yes, we did very well. 5G, we have to stand equal to the world. and 6G we have to take the lead. So that is now possible with all the efforts that all of you are making. The good thing is, in this entire journey, we have taken the academia and the industry as equal partners of the government. That's a big mindset change. That's a big change in the way we function. Whether it is semiconductor program or the telecom program, everywhere the people who are sincerely working for the country, whether they are working in the government sector or in the private sector, they are all today having united vision, common vision for taking the country forward. This is very different from the days when industry and government were in the adversarial position. Instead of that, now we are collaborating. We are working together, we are focusing on solving the problem for the common citizens instead of trying to blame each other or try to look at each other as adversaries. That's a big mindset change which has happened in the last 9 years. Same is the case of BharatNet. Today, close to 1.5 lakh connections, optical fiber connections, broadband connections are being given in the rural areas of our country. Thanks to the good work done by BSNL, they have also become profitable now. They have come into operating profit, and that's a huge commitment that our government has shown, huge commitment that our Prime Minister has shown. BSNL के पीछे प्रधानमंत्री जी और भारत सरकार चट्टान की तरह खड़े हैं. Absolutely clear commitment towards making sure that BSNL grows, it revives, and it becomes a very important market stabilizing force. इस तरह का एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव जो विजन है प्रधानमंत्री जी का, उस विजन का परिणाम है कि आज, जैसा माननीय देवू सिंह जी ने बोला, हिंदुस्तान अगर एक ब्राइट स्पॉट है, तो इस ब्राइट स्पॉट में टेलीकॉम इज़ वन ऑफ द ब्राइटेस्ट स्पॉट्स, जैसा आपने देवू सिंह जी भाई साहब ने कहा. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी बिग चेंज इन द एंटायर telecom sector, and I congratulate all of you for achieving this big change. This change is also reflected in the way the world is today engaging with us. You are aware, अभी हाल ही में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की जो स्टेट विजिट हुई है, इस स्टेट विजिट में जो फैसले लिए गए, one very big decision which has been taken is India and US will co-create technology, will co-develop technology. आप सोचो, एक जमाना था जब टेक्नोलॉजी लाने के लिए सोचना पड़ता था, इधर से उधर जाना पड़ता था, और जनरली ऐसा होता था कि एक जनरेशन पीछे वाली टेक्नोलॉजी कोई देता था. अब अमेरिका जैसा देश हिंदुस्तान के साथ को डेवलपमेंट के समझौते कर रहा है, को क्रिएशन के समझौते कर रहा है. This is because the clarity of the policy, this is because the thrust on Atmanirbhar Bharat, this is because a clear vision that our Prime Minister has shown. ये चेंज है जो आने वाली जनरेशन्स के लिए एक इतना बड़ा, it's a beacon of hope. This is what will take our country to a developed nation status. Friends, I also would like to mention the success of our telecom manufacturing PLI scheme. Close to 1,600 crore investment has already happened in telecom manufacturing. The 42 companies which were selected, they have done very well. They have gone beyond the manufacturing targets which were set in the PLI. Already they have become exporters and exporting to countries like USA, to Europe. So that's a totally new benchmark. एक जैसे एक पहले बेंचमार्क सा रहता था कि क्या हम कभी डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़ को एक्सपोर्ट कर पाएंगे, आज वो बेंचमार्क भी अचीव हो गया है. And that is increasing day after day. Day by day we are getting into a situation where more and more countries want to import from us. Again, that's a very, very big change. And I would also like to mention the semiconductor ecosystem which is getting developed. As we all know, semiconductor is at the heart of our telecom industry. Very happy to share with you that the project which got approved during Prime Minister's US visit, Micron Technologies, within a short time frame of 2 weeks from the date of announcement, the land allocation has been done, the project approval allocation has been done, and the groundbreaking ceremony for the first chip manufacturing plant in India will be done within the next 40-45 days. Then the plant of applied materials, which will be investing about $400 million. They have also they have started working on the site. Site preparation work is going on. Very soon the groundbreaking ceremony should happen. And then we will be one of those very few countries which will be designing and manufacturing the most advanced and sophisticated equipment that go into semiconductor manufacturing. It's a big leap for the country, because without creating the entire ecosystem, the sustainable growth is not possible. So that's why our focus is to create that entire ecosystem of semiconductor. I'm also very happy to share with you that 5 design companies have been given approval for semiconductor chip design. And 2 of those companies are going to work in telecom and satellite communication. So it's a very big achievement for us. Hopefully in the coming 2 to 3 years, we should have at least one chipset which goes into telecom industry, which is designed in India and manufactured in India. It's a big jump for the country. It is this vision, friends, and these actions which have resulted in this creation of the Bharat 6G Alliance. As you are aware, we already have more than 200 patents. I was told the number is now almost growing every week. This number is increasing. So almost 200 patents are there in 6G technology. So this is the opportune time when all of us should join our hands and make sure that the momentum which has got created is converted into products, patents, and more technologies for 6G. This today's achievement of launching the 6G Alliance, this will help us in 2 things. First, the intermediate step between 5G and 6G will be 5G advanced. So, as you are aware, first time our IP was recognized when the 5G standards were included in the 3GPP standards. Time has come when we become more aggressive, when we become more confident, and we push more IP in the 5G and 5G advanced space. And then as the world moved towards 6G, formalization of what 6G will look like, by that time we are well prepared, and we have multiple people, multiple companies, and multiple institutions working for 6G, so that at least we should keep a minimum target of 10% of the 6G IPR should be from India by the time we reach 2029 or 2030. So with that as a target, we should move forward. We began with a very first step of one major IPR going into 5G, but with 6G we should have a bigger ambition, and we should target at least 10% IPR coming out of India. This will be a big target for us, but I'm sure we can achieve with the kind of talent all of us have. Our country is full of chip design engineers, telecom engineers. Practically every company in the world is having its design center in India. Why can't we have our own IPR? That should be our target, that should be our goal. And in this goal, the 2 proposals which are approved today, the IIT Madras Advanced Optical Communication Testbed and the Samir Advanced 6G Terahertz Testbed. these two will play a very big role, because this is where all the IPRs, whatever technologies, whatever developments we do, they will be tested here. We'll be doing many more things. We are already working on the next set of telecom reforms, which we are working with the industry bodies, and hopefully we should be able to roll it out in the next few weeks or maybe couple of months. We are also working on developing a fully optical communication system, something which will have practically zero latency, and that will be a big, very big advancement for telemedicine, for telesurgery. The world is moving in that direction. So time that we should also start looking at that. So I hope with these things, with these changes, we will be a country which is looked up to in the telecom sector, in technology sector, and the whole world comes to India to study what has been done in this country. So I wish you all the very best and wish you good luck for having very good 6G development. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all the growth insights over the past 9 years. As sir has rightly mentioned that in just 9 years, we've seen tremendous growth in the technology sector, and the credit goes to all of you. So you all deserve a huge round of applause. Also, having visionary leaders like sirs with us, the country is certainly moving ahead from an importer to an exporter. Also now we are co-creating technology. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we come to an end. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward for the group picture. Also, can we have a huge round of applause for all the dignitaries on the dais? I also request the organizer TCOE India staff to kindly join us on the dais for the group picture. The TCOE India staff to kindly join us on the dais for the group picture. Certainly मेरा देश आगे बढ़ रहा है तरक्की की ओर. इसका श्रेय जाता है आप सभी को. All the innovators, creators, stakeholders of technology holds a very important role in the growth of telecom sectors. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? और जैसा कि हमने अभी सुना कि लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स में हमने बहुत सारी डेवलपमेंट भी देखी है. Requesting all the members on the stage to kindly assemble. Also, we will be